welcome to my channel. I have some glare on my glasses. I hope that's not going to annoy anybody. I'm Sharon and this is Fun with Cross Stitch. Today is going to be a floss tube extra and it's going to be our finishing parade. I don't know if it's that, I think it's the light up there. Hang on, that might be a bit different. I don't think that makes it any different. It's just the way it's going to be today. I'm just going to have glare on my glasses. Yeah, so today's going to be a finish parade. I have a fair few to show you today. There is a few that I don't have. If I don't have them, I'll put up a photo because I have gifted some and some of them I don't have a photo printed out, and it might still be on my phone, so I'll insert that as I go. I don't have dates for all of them, but I'll give you all the details that I do have. And Tiger's decided to come in. So the very first cross stitch that I did was one for hubby. This one was done in 2016. This is Cronulla Sharks. He's a mad Sharks fan. This one is done on 16 count aider. Now there's a lot wrong with this. I haven't pulled it tight enough when I framed it, and if you look close enough you can see black where I've carried behind because I didn't know all that then. This is done in 2016 and I brought the pattern from Oz Stitch. I believe it's still available. And I framed it myself, but I didn't know about stretching the fabric or anything then. This was the first one I got into, but he loved it, so that's the main thing. Tiger is here. Tiger, do you want to say hello? Do you want to say hello before we get right into it? Oh, there's Tiger. He's getting to be a big boy now. I'd let him say hello. Everyone likes a visit from Tiger. Don't bite. Wait, no. But yeah, he's in a feisty mood today. Just one of those things with Tiger. Okay, so that's Cronulla Sharks. And then I did one for myself. This one is done on, looks like 16 count aider as well. And this one is Parramatta Eels because I like Parramatta Eels in the football team, the NRL. This one isn't as bad. There was no need to carry in the gaps on this one because I just worked it around, so it wasn't too bad. And doing all the one colour didn't seem to worry me then because this was only the second. Trying to get the glare off. This was only the second cross stitch that I'd done. And this one was done in 2016 as well, and come from Oz Stitch as well. And I think it is still available. I framed them all myself. They're not 100% the best, but they're not too bad. My next one, I don't have a date for this, but I think it would have been the following year, so probably 2017. This is done on a pink aider. It's a 14 by the looks of it. This one is Los Angeles Lakers basketball team. My son liked to follow them and asked if I would do one for him. And I did, even though we think now all this bulk colour, I didn't mind doing it then. And I think this one is from Oz Stitch as well. But yeah, another one that I've framed myself. It's got a crack in it, so I've got to put another frame or another sheet on it. That one turned out very big. Well, they're my very first three cross stitches that I did. Not too bad. There's a lot that I do different now to what I did then, but that's okay. Then I did, hopefully I don't hopefully I don't drop these. But then I did, well, this is 2016. This one was a stitcherphoto.com. So this is one that I've charted myself off a photo that hubby had. And this is, if anyone knows the Sydney trains, this is the Red Rattler. And it's going over the Harbour Bridge. These are all done from paper patterns. As you can see, a lot of pages. But that's just the way we did it then. This one looks like it's on a 14 count. Oh, there's a lot of glare in this one. There we go. Again, still learning. This was the first really big full coverage that I did, besides those 3 football ones. But yeah, hubby liked it. But you can tell it's a Red Rattler. The doors are open. We used to hang out the doors. Yeah, you can't do that on trains now, but yeah, you used to be able to. And there's the Harbour Bridge. If I bring it closer, you can see, besides all the shadows, you can see the black through it for the train track, but from a distance you can't. I want to get all the glare off, but oh, there we go. So that was the first train one I did for hubby. Okay, the next one. This one is still actually on the wall. I couldn't get this one off. So I'll have to try and put a photo in for you. This one is The End of an Era, the final years of Sydney single-decker trains. This one is, it's going into Redfern. Hubby knew where it was going. So this is the pattern. Oh, well, the picture that I made into a pattern. I'll try and put a photo up of the cross stitch because I couldn't get that one off the wall. It was too far up. But there's that one. Hubby likes these trains. The next train one I did, like I said, these aren't in any, or these ones aren't in any order because I couldn't remember all the dates. Actually, the Red Rattler train, the one that I showed you, was 2018. So I do have that one. The next one is Sydney trains. These aren't Red Rattlers, but this one is done on, could be a 16 count. This is another train one I did. I'll tell you what, all these train lines, they were a hassle, but I got through them all. This one is either going to Katoomba or Lithgow. Hubby couldn't remember which one it was. And once again, I've framed all these. Okay, that's all the trains. Move some of these. Like I said, these ones aren't in any order. Just try not to let them all fall down. Now, as I've said, hubby works for Lynn Fox, so I did do a Lynn Fox truck, and I have got another one going. This is the first one that I did for him. This is on one of his trips. This is the truck and trailers that he's driving. This one I think is done on 18 count. I just put a mat board around it. I tried to keep to the same size frames. This is one that hubby took the photo of and I just charted. This one is done through Pit to Pat, and it's all Pattern Keeper compatible. And then if you've seen my latest videos, so I'll start putting them over here, you'll see that I'm doing another one. Okay, that's the truck. Like I said, I've got a few. There are a few that I have given away, but I can put some photos up. The next one is, this one is Azure Elegance. I got this one from Etsy, and this one is done on 16 count. But I'm not sure of the colour of the fabric offhand. I've probably got it written down somewhere, I just can't remember. But that's Azure Elegance. I like the idea of the cat down the bottom. This just sits on the shelf in the craft room. Just marking them off as I go, and that way if I'm missing one I can see which one I'm missing. The next one is Mirabilia. This one is Roses of Sharon, and it's done on 18 count. But I didn't write down the colour. I know it's a purple, but there we are with this one. I love the way the red dress pops on the purple fabric. Now you can still get it as a red. There's conversion charts on the Mirabilia Facebook page, so I'm pretty sure the red will still be there. There's a lot of others. There's purples, there's greens, but yeah, loving this one. This one normally hangs up behind me. Yeah, I went round and picked them all off the walls, and I'll go back and put them all back on. Okay, Marilyn. This one is Marilyn Monroe. This one is done from a cross stitch magazine. Now I don't have this magazine to show which one it is. This one is done on, looks like a 14 count, and I needed to stretch it a bit more, I think. But there's Marilyn, our famous standing on a grate and the dress going up. This one I've done for hubby. I didn't realise how wrinkled it looked. So I'll have to take this one out and re-stretch it. Obviously I haven't stretched it enough. Snow Queen. This is the Snow Queen one. This one comes from a magazine, but I couldn't find the magazine, so I don't know exactly which one it is. More than likely the cross stitcher. I don't have it there, no. I was looking for it, but I couldn't find it. So more than likely the cross stitcher, because that's the one I've got the most of. I do have, that one is done on 14 count opalescent. I've left out a few things. I should have done the tree a different colour, because you can't really see it on this fabric. But it was mainly the lady that I liked. So that's okay. That was my first time beading. That's the first time I done beading. I changed the wraparound. I think it was charted as a whitey colour. I changed it to a pink. And the beads aren't the correct beads, but they're very close. But yeah, that was my first time beading. I just loved her. I do have like a companion piece. Excuse me for a minute. Which I found when I was looking through all my cross stitch stuff. This one's Cross Stitch Gold Collection magazine, issue 40. But there's another lady that I'm going to do to match with her. She's the companion piece, Queen of the Roses, and that's the Summer Belle. So I'm going to do, that might actually be another start for next year. I still had to find a couple, so that might go in there. That's for another video. All right. My Christmas cushion. This one I made into a cushion. All the Santas. I put Krynic as the belt buckle. I just thought that would be something different. So I made this one into a pillow instead of having them all framed. And it's just got Christmas fabric. These I'm going to get out at Christmas time and sit them on the lounge. But they just sit up behind me. So there's that one. I have 12 Days of Christmas. This is Stitch's Days of Christmas. This one I got from JK's. 2020 I've got written down. I think I brought it before that, but I think I finished it in 2020. This one's not framed the best, but I was in a hurry to get it framed. So this is this one. 12 Days of Christmas. This was my first sampler. I'll class it as a sampler because it's not a full coverage. This one was my first sampler. There we go. Can't fit it all in. But this one is done on 14 count. And I like doing this one. For something different. Like I said, my first sampler. I think the only thing I didn't put on was there was a bucket of threads. There's a bucket of threads at the bottom. And that was just driving me crazy. I just couldn't get it. There's so many confetti stitches in there. I just couldn't get it right. It was just doing my head in. So I thought, no. If it's going to cause me that much trouble, leave it out. So I just left it out and just moved that up. And it doesn't matter. It's only for me. It's only to hang in the craft room. So I was happy with that. 12 days. I also done the gnome bundle. I think I did find a pattern for this one. Did I or did I not? Yes, I did. This is the gnome bundle by Soda Stitch on Etsy. So you could do them individually, you could do them together. So I chose to do them all together. This is done on 14 count mauve, which is the same as I done the other cushion. So I just decided to do them that way and put them on a pillow. And that's just got green fabric on the back. I worked out though I did this one a bit smaller, but not by much. So that's okay. They can both sit on the lounge for Christmas. There we go. There's that one. I did 100 owls from Our Forest Embroidery. Now I don't have this one to show. This one I gifted to our best friend. So this is down in Grafton. Do I have a photo? Oh, I didn't keep. Excuse me for 1 minute while I just check to see if I have a photo. I don't actually have a physical photo, so I will put one up. I know I do have one. So I will insert a photo here of that one finished, framed and given to its new owner. She loved it. She loves owls. Hello, Barbie. This is another one that I done for Barbie and Troy. They used to own a coffee van, so I did a quick fix coffee. Now I don't have the pattern. I know I brought it from Etsy, and I done it on the 17th of March 2020. That's handy. And I have got, with all these ones that got given away, I do take a photo of all of them with their new owners. So I've got the one by itself plus the one with its new owner. That one's done on a 16 count, I think. And that used to hang up near their coffee. Okay, so I do have, this one is another one that I've given away. It's triplet white cubs. I know it's from Haid. Not sure of the designer. And I'm pretty sure it's called triplet cubs or triplet white cubs. So that's this one. Now I gave this one to a lady down in New South Wales as well. This has got just the sky background. I haven't done a background. There is a one where you can do a background to it, but I didn't want to do the background, so I just used the blue fabric. I think it was done on a 16 count. And the back says 25th of March 2019. I want to do this one again. I know I've got the pattern somewhere, I just couldn't find it. I want to do this one again for myself so I can hang with my tigers. But I really love the way this turned out. I've got to try and find some more fabric the same. I think this fabric was from, it might have been from JK's. Or it might have been Colour Cascades fabrics. Not sure. But that's another one I'd like to do again. What triplet cups? Where are we? I don't mark them off. I might forget one. Another one that I've done was Galaxy Wild Kitten Cups. I found the pattern for this one. It's by Sheena Pike. Now I only did the mini for this one, and I was umming and ahhing whether the mini would be okay. But I think it's okay, and well, you tell me. It's done on, could be 18 count. And there's this one. This one hangs in the craft room, but those 3 tiger cubs I'd like to hang with this one and with Warmth of Home. I'm just going to have a fancy lady wall behind me, and over this side is going to be a tiger wall. So I'll frame this one myself. I've got to take it out and stretch it again and probably put a mat board around it. But this was before I was a bit better at framing. So there's that one. That was a very fun stitch to do, that one. I have an Easter one. I can't remember where it's from and I can't find the details. I know I've still got the pattern. It was a stitch along, and it would have been 2019. Dad was still around. Might be 2020. And I think I did all the correct colours except for the border ones. I changed that out for a different colour. I think the border was supposed to be a white, so I changed that for a purpley colour. But that was a fun one to do, and I kept up with it. Every time the next piece come out, I got it done in that month. So that was a fun one. This one just sits in the craft room. Oh, I didn't even write that one down. I did another one for Hubby's best mate. He's known him since school, Dave. He wanted one done of his dog, so he took a photo and sent it to me, and I made it into a cross stitch. So this one I don't have. This one has got the 16th of November 2018 on the back. So I think that's when I took the photo. So that would be when I finished it. Now, sadly, little Chloe, she passed away last week. Max is still going. But yeah, Chloe passed away, so that was very sad. But at least he still has his photo. I know it's not the same, but he has the photo. So that's hanging up in his caravan. I did one for Jalen, our grandson. It was a Durian Jones, Welcome to the World. So I don't have this one, so I will pop in a photo. I'll pop in a photo here. This one was done on a blue Ada. I think it was 16 count. That was a cute one. That was done for his birth. Okay, and the last recent, the three that I finished this year is Warmth of Home by Shimmeral. This is another mini. Now, with these minis, I think these ones have been okay so far. I'm not saying all minis are good, but the ones with the tigers so far have been good. So I will be doing a few more. I do have some more from Shimmeral. I think they're minis. I did show them. I might have shown them in the pattern video that I've got. If not, I have about 100 heaven and earth designs that I could show you. So this is where this one is. It's not been ironed yet because I've still got to take it up the shops and get a frame for it. So I'm hoping to get this one framed very soon. This one was done on, I'd say 18 count Ada. But this is the first finish I had this year. Still to get it framed. Time will come for that one. The next one is Game of Swans, a long dog sampler. This one is done on 18 count Ada and it's Mystic Fabrics. I've still got the tag put on this one. Once again, it's another one that I haven't framed yet. And this is that one I haven't washed. Oh, I haven't ironed it. I'm not going to wash this one because it's on a fancy fabric. But there's this one. This is the second finish for this year. The only thing I missed out putting on was the border because I didn't think it needed the border. And I did ask in a question and a lot of you said the same thing. It doesn't really need the border. So that's Long Dog. And my lucky last finish for this year so far is Stargazer. And this was Stargazer. Now I realised I forgot the big star up there, so I'm going to have to put that one up. Put the star in. I forgot all about that star. This is Mirabilia. This is I can't think of the name of the lady that charted it. But the conversion is still on the page for the orange. I didn't convert it myself. I just followed a conversion that someone else had put up on the Mirabilia site. So she's another one to get framed. She will be going up behind me with Roses of Sharon. And I do have another couple of fancy ladies on the go. I just haven't got much work on them yet this year. But this is one I did in hand. The only part I didn't do in hand was the beading. Otherwise she was done in hand. Tiger's starting to walk around. He has been asleep. That's it. That's it for my list. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 23. 23 I've shown you. 24 with the Easter one. Yeah, 24 finishes. I think it's actually all I've finished over the years. Oh, for me, I'm happy with that. I think that's quite a few. And to still have all the photos and to have these ones to show you is really great. I don't think there's any more I've got lying around. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. It's only half an hour long, so that's not too bad. I will be back next week for my original floss tube update. I'd like to thank everyone for clicking on this video just to have a look at what I've actually stitched, and I hope you like what I showed you. If you do, hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Then you'll know when I put up another video. But thank you all for watching. Thank you all for coming back and seeing what I have to show you every fortnight or every week when I do these extra ones. I really do appreciate it. I appreciate each and every one of you. So thank you for coming along. Thank you for taking the time out of your day just to watch my videos. That's it. I hope you all have a good stitchy week. If you're in the heat, stay nice and cool. If you're in the cool, be nice and warm. At the moment, we're heading for a heat wave for today here in Queensland, but inside it's not too bad. I've done everything I need to do outside, so we should be all good. Just put the aircon on if it gets too hot. That way Tiger's not too hot, which is laying right beside me. Okay, once again, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.